Thank you. Roll call. I will now ask the superintendent and secretary to the board, Dr. Potter, to conduct the roll call for attendance. Dr. Potter.
Thank you, Madam President, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to our governing board meeting. We are on agenda item number 2, which is our roll call. Board President, Mrs. Zenaida Rosario.
Present.
Board Vice President, Mr. Antonio Martinez.
Present.
Board Clerk, Mrs. Irene Lopez.
Present.
Board Member, Mr. Martin Arias.
Present.
And Board Member, Mrs. Kenya Peraza.
Present.
Madam President, all 5 board members are here.
Thank you. Number 3, the agenda. For agenda item number 3, I would like to make a motion to approve the agenda with the following corrections. To pull consent calendar agenda item 13B.2, resource specialist. Correct the spelling of the first name in consent calendar agenda item 13B.3 from Daisy, D-A-I-S-Y, to Daisy, D-A-Y-S-I. Change the funding source for the consent calendar agenda item 13E.19 from Title II to Title III carryover funds.
I'll second your motion, Madam President, with your modifications.
The motion was made by me, Zenaida Rosario, second by board member Antonio Martinez. May I have a vote?
Aye.
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 The motion passes 5-0. Number 4, public comment, communications on closed session items. And we have Roxanne Palestino. Closed session 5.1.
Is it? I don't know. Just... Good evening. My name is Roxanne Palestino, and tonight, yet again, we see Lopez versus San Isidro School District listed in closed session. This is an active lawsuit in San Diego Superior Court, and this board has never once given the public an update. I'm wondering, how long has this case been going on? What are the allegations? What has it cost the district? We're not asking for confidential details or names, but we want to know what kind of issues are being raised and what's being done to fix them. This board never reports back after closed session. You vote, you decide, you walk out, and leave parents and staff and students with zero information. You expect community to trust you, yet you don't even explain what's happening behind closed doors. You hide behind legal codes, and those codes don't ban you from giving public general summaries. You choose silence because it protects you, not the public. Mr. Antonio Martinez, if you're running for city council, you should know public office means with public responsibility. Staying silent about legal issues in your own district while campaigning for San Diego City Council, it's politics, and the community is watching. We demand more than titles. We demand accountability, transparency, and respect. If you can't even tell us what the Lopez case is about, how can we trust that any of you are protecting the families in this district? I could keep going to my other ones.
5.2, closed session items.
Okay, if a student has gone so far as to sue the San Isidro School District, something serious failed. Yet all we get is vague lines on the agenda and silence. The community deserves answers. Was this about special education, student safety, discrimination? What corrective action is underway? How much will this cost taxpayers, and how will you prevent a repeat? We don't need private names or legal strategy, just leadership. Instead, this board retreats behind closed doors, then emerges without a single word to the families you serve. That is not transparency. It's avoidance. Parents have a right to know their children are safe and supported. You have a duty to protect them and to report back to the public. Do what you guys were elected to do. Or this is just another bullet point for your resume. Can I keep going?
Just for the next one?
Yes.
5.3.
Okay. The district is anticipating significant exposure to litigation. That's just not just legal jargon. That means something serious went wrong. And what a surprise. Once again, this board meeting behind closed session without a single word of explanation to the public. Are we talking about retaliation, discrimination, a violation of someone's rights? Are students involved, employees, taxpayer money? Again, we don't need private details, but we do need honesty. We need to know what's putting in the district at risk and what's being done to stop it.
Excuse me. I apologize to interrupt. I'm just curious if we're on 5.3. You seem to be referencing anticipated litigation, which is not on the agenda.
What was on the agenda that you guys posted 72 hours ago, that's where I got all my information. Last meeting was the same thing. I go off what you guys post 72 hours before, and then you guys make changes, and I don't know what's going on. I do my homework 72 hours before. So,
There has been no change to this agenda. I'm just curious. I don't believe this is the topic that you're speaking to.
okay, this is a labors, 5.3, right? I did 5.2, and now I was on a 5.3, but then you interrupted me.
You indicated you were speaking about anticipated litigation, which is not on the agenda. Are you speaking to 5.3 negotiations?
Yes. Okay, negotiations.
All right, we'll start your timer from the beginning. Thank you for clarifying.
Okay, I'm asking once again this board for transparency. Every meeting, we see vague references to lawsuits, employee discipline, negotiations in closed session, and every time the public is left in the dark. Again, we're not asking for confidential details, but we're asking for clarity, for accountability, for respect. And at the last meeting, I wasn't allowed to comment on closed session items just because I got here after 5 p.m. Even though I've showed up meeting after meeting, this board doesn't want to hear from parents. You guys want us to sit quietly while you guys make decisions behind closed doors. And to the community, I want you to really think about this. Antonio Martinez is running for city council, but when was the last time you saw him standing with our students, fighting for families, listening to our concerns? Not once. This isn't personal. It's about leadership. It's about values. It's about showing up for the community when it matters, not just when it's time to get unions votes. We don't need more politicians chasing endorsements. We need people who actually do the work consistently, publicly, and with integrity. Okay, 5.4, that one's the employee discipline and dismissal, right? Okay, it's a serious action, whether it's misconduct, poor performance, or violation of district policy. The fact that this is on the agenda means something happened. But what does this board do? Hide behind legal codes, make decisions in closed session, and never, ever report back to the community. If it's involved student safety, discrimination, staff mistreatment, we deserve to know. Was someone let go? We deserve to know why and what will change moving forward. Not names, but transparency. Because it's not just about employees, it's about the system that allowed it and the leadership that stayed silent. We need to know if the student was impacted. Was it a specific school site? Are families aware of what happened? I think that's it.